And on the hill here today, Joey Cantillo. What should we keep an eye on here?
He has a great ability to command a game, Boog, but in order for that to happen today, he's got to limit damage, make smart pitches, and avoid big innings. If he were a golfer, we'd say he needs to avoid any double bogeys out there, and if he does, his scorecard is going to look pretty good at the end of the day.
Ready to go? Here's George Springer.
This afternoon, right fielder, number 4, George Springer.
And the home opener is underway. High fly ball, right field. Pages drifts towards it, and a quick out, number 1. Here's Juan Soto.
Left fielder, Juan.
I thought this was a fun note on Soto. In 2023, he hit home runs in Mexico, Canada, and the U.S. I don't think it matters where Soto plays. He's going to hit home runs everywhere he goes.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. 2 down.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Vladdy Jr. stepping to the dish now. Check swing on the first pitch. Appeal down to first. And he held up. Foul ball there. Two down, nobody on. On the ground to third. Ramirez sends it to first, and Guerrero is set down. And that's the inning. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And the starter for Toronto, Dylan Cease. What do you have on him, Siggy?
Boog, you don't always know what to expect with this guy on the mound. There are times he's really good, but that's not always the case. For me, I want to see how aggressive he's going to be out there. We'll see it right away if he's pitching with confidence. And if he is, he should be just fine.
Jose Altuve, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Ball two. And he grounds one to the right side. Throws to first in time. One gone, bottom half of the first. Digging in, Stephen Kwan. Hard ground ball, base knock. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
Here's Jose Ramirez, and it finds its way through for a hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds it second with one gone. Willy Adames stands in. Pitches in there. 0-1.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
That one finds the zone. That's strike two.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up. Try to track the ball. Block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about. But some way, somehow, climb back into this at bat through the count.
2 on, 1 out. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Stepping up for the Guardians, Jackson Merrill. And that one fouled off. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball, catch inside.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He'll score and they tie it.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charging. Crazy.
Kyle Manzardo in the box now. Takes strike one. Swings and misses. 0-2.
All you got to do is concentrate and execute this next pitch. Get yourself out of the jam, back into the dugout.
Ball one.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That ends the inning. Top of the second. Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Anthony Santander. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Kwan moving under this one. 1 away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Alejandro Kirk, the next to hit, takes ball one.
Hey.
Cantillo, 26 years old, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in Hawaii. Swings through that one out in front that time. In the air, right field, Pages under it. And a couple of quick outs. And now it's Dalton Varsho.
Center fielder Dalton Varsho.
Hey!
Ball one there.
That's ball two.
That one catches the zone, and it's 2-2.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Out to short, Adames. Over to first. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. We head to the bottom of the second. Stepping up for the Guardians, Andy Pages. Late on that fastball.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
Fastball for a strike. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Here's the 0-2. Out towards right center field. And there's one down. Rhys Hoskins to the plate.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
Ball inside.
Strike two.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Just misses with that one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Got him swinging. That K is his third of the game. 2 outs, base is empty. And next is the Guardians catcher, Bo Naylor. Now that's smacked to right center. And a base hit right there. And now a 2-out opportunity for Jose Altuve.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Jose Altuve up to hit here. And the inning is over. On to the third inning, and now for the Jays, Kazuma Okamoto. Now time is called here. Pitching coach on his way out to the mound. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He wastes no time on this one, and we're level. It's 1-1. So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Leo Jimenez next up for the Blue Jays. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. And it falls. And a man aboard.
Well, those kind of lucky soft hits will always make you smile. Really not a pitch you want to swing at if you don't have to, because it's almost impossible to hit anything that far inside with any type of authority. That one tied him up, but still able to guide it into the outfield somehow.
Yeah.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And one away. And the batter is George Springer. Flied to right his first time. Out to short. Oh, great stop. Throws from the seat of his pants. There's one. Juan Soto now. Flied to left his first time. swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And that'll do it. Here in Cleveland, stepping up for the Guardians, Stephen Kwan. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. One up, one down. Now it's Jose Ramirez. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. And that is strike one. Swings through that high fastball.
A healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Outside.
Nope, outside.
And it's 2-2. Now one
That's ball
miss.
3.
On a line out towards center. 2 up, 2 down.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Adames in the box now as he looks at ball 1. Second plate appearance of the day for him. Tied up here in the early going. And a strike in there.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
2 down, nobody on. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. All set for the start of the inning. And now for the Jays, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Well, these Blue Jays just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Nope, inside, ball 2.
That one fouled off. Into center. He's got it. 1 down. Anthony Santander at the plate. Fly to left his first time.
These hitters have come out ready to swing the bats early in the count and swing it often. If you want to score some runs, have an offensive explosion, that can be a route to doing it.
Late with the swing there. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
On the ground, right side. And that chance handled. Inning over. Back now at Progressive Field. Ready to go. Bottom 4. Jackson Merrill digs in for the Guardians. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
Runner takes off. Yeah, that's fouled off. Quick toss to first. Tries to get back and save. Go ahead run at first. Nobody out. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Got him looking.
Up next for the Guardians.
And up next for Cleveland, Andy Pages. Flied to center his first time. Liner, base hit. Lead runner makes the turn at second. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
And the batter now is Rhys Hoskins. In the dirt, blocked. And an excellent job keeping it right there. 2 on, 1 out.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs. At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
This one in the air right field. Springer racing after it. Stretches out and hauls it in. The throw to third. Throw behind the runner. They've got him doubled off. We go to the top of the 5th, and now for the Jays, Dalton Varsho. That one lifted to left. Kwan on the move. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 1 pitch and 1 out. Kazuma Okamoto getting ready to hit.
Hit an absolute tape measure shot last time up. These hitters are going to have to find a way to be a little more patient, see more pitches per at bat. Otherwise, that bullpen's not going to have to work over there, and it's going to be advantage pitching all game long.
Here's a 2-0. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Kwan under this one, and there's 2 down. Leo Jimenez next up for the Blue Jays. Picked up a base hit to center his first time up. This one popped up. Altuve should have this one. And that is that. Bottom of the inning, stepping up for the Guardians, Bo Naylor. That one misses, and that is ball 1.
I'm really impressed with this offense. They haven't been timid at the plate at all. They've been aggressive, and they're keeping the defense on its toes. 5 hits for them on the first pitch alone, so they're swinging and connecting right out of the gates.
In safely with a leadoff double, go-ahead runs in scoring position.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
1 away. And up next for Cleveland, Stephen Kwan, 1 for 2. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Ramirez in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. Hard hit into the gap. 1 run will score. Runner around third. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead.
Back-to-back base hits. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
And now, Willy Adames. Adames in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Man at second. This one in the air right field. And that's a base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out. Jackson Merrill steps in. Now here's Tyler Rogers out of the pen.
They know that he can get a right hand. Out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Line drive. And there's 2 down. So in now for Cleveland, Kyle Manzardo. Swing and a foul out of play. Runner on the move. Pitch is low. No throw, safe at second. The Guardians trying to break this one open. Last half of inning number 5.
Ball, that's inside.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. 2 on, 2 outs. Pitch misses there, and the count's full. On the ground. Clement over to first. They limit the damage here. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And now for the Jays, Ernie Clement. Out to short, Adames. On to first. 1 pitch and 1 out. Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. George Springer, the next to hit. Ball 1, no strikes. The Jays down by a pair, and we're in the top half of the 6th.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Gets a piece and stays alive. Time called. The 2-2 will have to wait just a second. Two. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Swing and a miss. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Soto stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. The next pitch misses, and the count now 2-0.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
And it finds its way through for a hit. And they have their first base runner since the 3rd inning. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. On the mound now, Colin Holderman.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of them right here to get some critical outs.
In the air, right field. And that's the 3rd out. Stepping up. For the Guardians, Andy back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Jeff Hoffman.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Foul ball.
Ball one.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Chance to collect himself now as he asks for time. The 1-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Tied him up on a fastball inside. And here is Hoskins. That's to third. Fair ball. So a man aboard now with one away.
Waste no time there. Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent bat control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
Ball.
Swung on, and there it goes. It is high. It is far. It is gone. A two-run blast. And they add on. It's 5-1. So the Guardians lineup turns over. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there. Two runs across in the inning here in the bottom of the sixth. In the air out towards right center. And there's two away.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
On the ground, right side. Fires over to Guerrero. Inning over. We go to the top of the seventh. Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Anthony Santander.
Well, these Jays, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. They're swinging at a lot of first pitches, and they've given away 7 outs as a result. They might just want to consider a more patient approach.
Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays.
Ball.
The Guardians leading by 4 here in the top half of inning number 7. On the ground, out to short. Slings to first, and 2 away to start the 7th. Now here is Dalton Varsho. Back up the, oh, that got him. Safe at first, and now we'll check on the right-hander. Hope he's all right. So 2 down. Next to hit, Kazuma Okamoto. He's already homered here in this one.
Hey!
They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Adames, they take the force out, and that. Back here in Cleveland, set for the last half of the 7th, Jose Ramirez digs in for the Guardians. Oh, that hit him. The throw is still in time, so they get the first out of the inning. Now the 4-hole hitter for the Guardians, Willy Adames. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. 2 down. And now the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. Ground ball left side, and that one finds its way through. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Up next for the
Stepping up for the Guardians, Kyle Manzardo. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Runner on the go. There's a ball. Safe at second with a stolen base. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout. Here in Cleveland, ready to begin the 8th, Leo Jimenez. Tim Herrin on to pitch here.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strike. Attacking these hitters.
Ball, that's inside.
That's a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones. Dream about. Once in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Yeah, the batter now, Ernie Clement. Clement in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Here's the 0-1. Runner takes off. It's a pitch out. Throw to second. Save. In the dirt. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The throw in, safe at home, and the runner scores from second. 3-run game, it's 5-2.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Springer, the next to hit, takes ball 1. There's a strike.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
And it's second. That one off the mark. And the count now even up. Time called. The 2-2 will have to wait just a second. And the 2-2. Now one missed. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. 1. Nobody out, a run in, and we're in the top of the 8th. Fights it off, you'll see another. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. So now with 1 away and a man at second. Juan Soto next up for the Blue Jays. In the dirt. And the lefty with the 0-1.
Nope. Ball 1.
That one ripped. Base hit into the outfield. And it gets by him. In comes the run from second. And he'll pull into second safely.
A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now swings over the top of that one. Swing and a miss. That is strike two. Runner at second here, one gone. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Runner steals third, though they get the out on the dropped strike three. Here comes Anthony Santander in a big spot. 0 for 3 in this one.
Ball one.
Ooh, Baez. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
Soto on third with 2 out. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Good job at damage control right there. Back now at Progressive Field. New pitcher on here, Jimmy Garcia.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And it looks like he wants to go through the signs again. This one in the air, center field. Varsho settles under it, and there's one away.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
And it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish. 1 for 3.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches.
And that eats him up. Man at first with 1 gone. Bo Naylor at the plate now.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
And it's through for a hit. And now 2 aboard.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Altuve in the box here and fouls it off for strike 1. The 0-1. Swinging a foul straight back. The Guardians trying to break this one open here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. On the ground, 2 ball to Jimenez. Relay to Guerrero in time, inning-ending double play. All set to start the 9th in this one. And now for the Jays. Sean Armstrong taking over on the mound.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Manzardo. He takes it on his own, and they get the leadoff man in the ninth. So up next for Toronto, Dalton Varsho. The Guardians trying to close out a 2-run lead here at the top of the ninth. And that one is lifted in the air. Merrill under it. 2 away. So they're down to their final out. And now it's going to be Kazuma Okamoto. He's already homered in this game. Just missed. They're down to their final strike. Swing and a ground ball and foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Started after it, appeal to first. Did not go. Two down. Ground ball, and this should do it. Steps on the bag himself, ball game. Cantillo with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy case, as he should. A start he won't ever forget.
A 5-3 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Sciambi saying so long.